Welcome everyone to Above and Beyond Affiliate Marketing. I am your host, Jason Ryland. I'm so glad that you have joined us today. We're diving into the Affirmation Basics, and this is going to be like your user's guide. This is unique because at the end of this series, we're going to give you a link that you can actually print this episode out in a book form, so it's easy to read. You'll be able to print it out, take it with you, and make notes, whatever you need to do. So, and also very unique, we have a new way for our loyal listeners to leave us a voice message. Isn't that cool? So you can click on the voice message link that we'll leave for you in this podcast, and you just leave us a message. Tell us what's going on with you and how this is either helping you or you would like us to talk about something else within affiliate marketing business and the foundations to success. So let's get right into this, guys. So let's cover again. I know I talked about it in the introduction, but I'm just going to kind of go over what affirmative prayer is. And we know that it's a sort of a prayer that has kind of a metaphysical process, right? That's centered on a more favorable outcome instead of a negative situation. For instance, if you were somebody that was experiencing an illness, right? So then you would focus on a prayer that you wanted for that perfect state and health. So you would have it in your desired intention in that prayer was just that you're already healed, it already happened, and you're feeling better, and or somebody else, and you had asked the higher power to help you do away with it. Okay, so that's what we're talking about with this affirmation of prayer. Now, I want to go over what sets affirmative prayer apart from kind of a secular affirmations of the auto-suggestion, because that's kind of sort of taught in previous times, right? So that affirmative prayer addresses to your higher power, the divine, or the creative mind, accentuates that seemingly practical aspects of religion, and we're more spiritual minded in this aspect and not religion based. Okay, so I just want to go that way. So, but there are people that don't get that. The affirmation and prayer, you don't have to be in some form of religion. It's actually more of a spiritual mindfulness. So, you can have affirmative prayer in addition to, or kind of or rather than that secular affirmation that I was talking about. But the choice is for the most personal one, based on the beliefs of you, what your belief is as a person. Okay, there's so many different things out there in the world today. I wouldn't gather to even guess what that would mean for you, but you can still use this. That's why it's a basic guide. It's a user's guide. Fill in the blanks, guys. You guys are smart and powerful people in your own right. And positive power affirmation, holding that in your mind, you can make a lot of things with this affirmations of prayer. And you're seeking that in your life, does immense positive outlook in all our lives. So I want to go over 5 steps today. Write this down. This is very important. So let's start with step 1. Okay. Acknowledgement. So we're going to remind ourselves the nature of life, the nature of our spirit, right? So the chief ingredient here is that affirmation prayer, right? The acknowledgement. And so you will mold what the nature of your higher power is before going further, right? So you know what that is to you. Let me give you an example, okay? So if I believe the higher power was an angry, vengeful higher power, now it's the time to remind myself more of a bigger truth, okay? I will remind myself of the more lawful and loving nature of my higher power, okay? We don't have a vengeful higher power. We have a more loving, positive, lawful, being the best being we possibly could be, higher power. Okay, so let's do that. We don't have any negative, vengeful, angry, higher power here. Okay, that's acknowledging that. Okay, now let's 2. We're going to unite this. We're going to remind ourselves that we become this life spirit of this higher powers. Okay, so your higher power, whatever that may be, it exists to you, and everything is good and fantastic, and you're on the outside looking in. Even you're going to be able to pray and remind yourself of that and be that source. And then remind yourself that there's a creator of everything, including you and including your wants. This is a really crucial ingredient to affirmative prayer. Okay? If you have to, rewind it, listen to this to it again, take your notes. Because getting into steps 3, we're actually going to go over I can't even say it, actualization. Wow. Because that will understand our life is already a thing and an experience we want, right? We're going to actualize it. Now, if you're able to want it, imagine it, picture it, it must exist in the brain. You have to put it there. Otherwise, where did you get the thought, right? So you had the thought, so you know that it exists. Remember, the beginning premise of this whole thing, there exists a central unity. There's no place other than the brain to get your idea. Just not going to happen. For a really effective prayer, you want to continue contemplating that you deserve happiness. That's when the realization comes. When you open your eyes, your desire might be sitting right in front of you. But don't be duped, guys. Your brain is already working on making it happen. Okay? You hold that thought, that actualization in your mind, and you're praying on that. The longer you do that and hold that mindset, it's already starting to making it happen for you. So that's kind of the secret there. So, if doubts do come up, you just don't simply ignore them either, right? You face them. You speak the truth about what you're fearing, so it won't happen. Okay. I'm trying to think of an example that I can give you guys. If you're gonna go out and buy a new automobile, and you're just like, oh, I want this new car, new truck, whatever it might be, you don't get in the mindset and say, well, I might never afford this new vehicle, this new luxury car, or new truck, or new whatever car you like. You have to have the desire along with everything else, and you have to let that power flow through you to manifest that desire. Is that making sense? The higher power is the supply. The higher power is the wealth. So there's nothing to fear, as your higher power is right where you are. Okay? The grass isn't greener. It's not, something doesn't need to happen for you to get what you want in your correct mindset, right? When you believe it and you put it in your mindset, things start to happen. Okay, that's affirmations of prayer. Now, let's get into step 4, and let's talk about grace. Why not, right? We have to understand that you desire, whatever you desire is yours. You own that. That's your desire. And it's crucial to be thankful for that, because it acknowledges that you've already gotten the things that you want. Think that you already have it. It's already in your possession. You already know it and believe it, and it's here, and your higher power doesn't need your gratitude, but you really fully need to be aligned with what I call the laws of the universe. You have to kind of have the feeling of gratitude. This is the part where you feel you have that right attitude, what adds fuel to your fire of your affirmative prayer. This is why you have to understand how you'd feel if you had what you had and whatever you wish for today. Okay, this is in the now today, right? There's no other anything. You put it out there, you held it in your mindset, in your prayer, and you got everything that you ever wanted. Okay? Be thankful in that moment. Show gratitude in that moment. Feel that gratitude. Now, you're going to love this. Now when we get into step 5, now we're going to relinquish this. And this is a really essential step, everyone. Because when you're done, your brain ought to be at peace, clear. It should be fearless. You should have a inner strength, a motivation, a way about you. Because when you're done, your brain should be just showing you all the desire without getting obsessive about it. Right? You can have desires and passions, everything else, but being obsessive over a widget or car or anything is probably could be on, depending on where your head's at, could be on a negative aspect. But let's get into getting this obsessiveness into allowing this universal law to work through you and make your desire a physical truth. Affirmative prayer. This one can be a toughy one, guys. Write it down. Listen to this again. Please. This is live. I do this live with you, and it's very important that we understand this affirmation prayer. Now, I'm going to wrap that up, guys. Thank you all for listening. Tune in tomorrow, and we're going to discuss cosmic ordering. I know it sounds kind of weird when I say it, but you're going to love this show. It's amazing. So, if you like what you're hearing, if that's what you want to know more about, continue the conversation, guys. Join our community. Find us at Ryland Media Group on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and we're going to be able to get through this, guys. And this is going to be one of our top series for Affirmation Basics. You're going to love it. All right. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. And I hope you all have you're going to have a wonderful weekend. And we'll definitely touch base. And please tune in tomorrow for another amazing show. Thank you all for listening.